Welcome everyone to Pre-Market Prep at the close. Spencer Israel, Joel Elconin with you, and what has been, in some respects, a pretty quiet day in the market, Joel. Busy day for me personally. Wasted my morning at the Secretary of State slash DMV, but quiet day for the markets, correct?
What happened at the Secretary of State?
I need to get a new license. My license is expired. And I went, and there's social distancing, so you have to wait outside. It's a whole thing. You have to check in, and I wait outside. And they call my name. I go inside, and he's doing my thing. He's doing my license for me, and halfway through, their computer system crashes, and the entire thing got wiped out. And I said, "Well, I'll just wait here for it to come back up." And he said, "Oh, no, it could be gone all day. It could be out all day." And I said, "Well, what do you want me to do?" He's like, "Well, you can't stay in here because if you stay in here prevents somebody else from coming inside. So just leave." So basically, I left, and I have to. And the next appointment was for July, end of July. So I have to go back in late July, and I guess I'll be driving with an expired license for about 5 weeks, 6 weeks. But I don't.
Oh,
That was my morning.
all right. Well, let's recap the market and
Please.
pretty much where we were when we ended the show. A little bit of an early morning sell-off, but that didn't last long. Bounced back up. Didn't take out the pre-market low. Missed that by 13 points. Didn't take out the pre-market high. Missed that by 6 points. But we are poised here to make a new closing high for the rebound. The closing high from yesterday was 3054. We are trading about 8 handles above that right now, 8.5 handles going into the close. We still have 17 minutes left in the day. Crude was very explosive today, nearly got to $37 as we speak. Big turnaround. That's up $1.45. Gold and silver ended up in the red after being green this morning. And boy, Bitcoin, that didn't like 5 digits at all. Hit a high of 10,565. Sold off $1,000. Right now, trading
Wow.
at 9,590. So a little bit of profit taking there in the cryptocurrency.
Let's look at some of the stocks that sold off at the open. They didn't all follow the same path today, but I just saw SPCE here, just the open and straight down.
Just real quickly here, is this Tiffany deal off? We got a big decline here. Do you see any news on that? J.D. Leon?
One second. My
Something must have come out. Yeah.
internet is slowing, and my whoa. Yep, the deal is looking less certain. And did that just come out of the halt? It must have just come out of the halt.
Well, it was going down quite a bit. We talked about this a couple weeks ago, and it was just, would the deal go through? Who's supposed to buy them?
Louis Vuitton.
Louis Vuitton looks like. I don't blame them. I mean, would you want to buy another retailer in here? So, I guess the only thing that you can take away from this is, when you have these deals and they're out there, you're never really safe until they close.
Yep,
And this is
exactly
just
right.
evident, So if you were, it was trading at, I think the deal was at 130, 132. So all this time it was hanging out 128, 130. All the risk hours are pricing in pretty high probability that it was, it's going to happen. Trading that close to the takeout price. Now this thing is in free fall here. It looks like it got hit a little bit, and point of origin in this thing. Well, it did have this once before, where it dropped off the deal not going through. Last time it dropped to like the 106 area, 105 area, and then the deal was revived and it came back. So careful on this one, careful on the downside, but that's what's going on in Tiffany's.
Yeah, you really just don't know until they sign the deal, right? And
Exactly. Yep.
this is a great lesson. This is why stocks trade at a discount even though there's a deal on the table.
It's why it's called risk arb.
This is why
There's
it's
the
called.
risk.
There is
The
the
arb
risk.
doesn't go through.
Let me just pull up a daily here. Wow.
Oh, the Tiffany's? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
hung out there forever. Actually, it hung out December through March. It hung out like right at the deal price, 32, and then people got the willies. It went down, and then it came back up. So they started applying a little bit more risk in here. William Lay says that Woman's Daily, not a publication that I read a whole lot, but saying that deal may not happen.
Well, this is one of the ones. I mean, this was a pretty expensive deal, and you have to wonder, high-end luxury retail in this environment, So it makes sense that the deal would be in trouble.
I'd be back, and I'm not surprised at all. Especially retail, high-end retail, in this market. So we'll see what happens in that. I don't know if that deal is going to come back on the table.
Yeah, well, we'll wait to see who else comes out on this if we get more investment type sources, but that is not the headline you want to see if you're a Tiffany shareholder. Okay, back to what I was saying here. Let's look at some of the stocks that opened lower this morning. Stocks that have been hot, and we were wondering how long that could. Well, space hasn't been that hot, but it was up, and it's back down today from where it was a week ago. Look at a stock like. What else were we talking? We were talking about Zoom today.
Yeah, we could
Zoom
Yep.
and Slack. Both opened lower, and then I guess somebody stepped up there, Joel, at what, 11 o'clock?
Which one are you referring to?
Both of them.
Well, let's just go to the Space Cadet, and that had a nice run off the SpaceX news, and just people skeptical of this one. Closed 1752 yesterday, week open, and that week open through yesterday's low was the high of the session. Sold off to 1576. That was kind of the area before where people got excited about it. So the fundamentals in this one just don't make any sense to me. People taking some chips off the table. Now, the one I want to spend a minute or two on here is Zoom. ZM due after the close with its earnings. And Spencer, could you pull up the pre-market chart with this one too? And Zoom.
There it is.
Because there was a lot of consolidation in this and the pre-market trading. And the reason I like to mention the pre-market highs and lows to you is it's often where you're going to find support and resistance during the regular session. And lo and behold, in this one, if you were picking a target, 210.88, that was your high between 840 and 9. And then boom, right off the open, you had the higher open, you ran, you got close to that area, 212.69, and then boom, just turned around. 197.32, back up firmly in the 200 handle. Earnings tonight after the close. I guess just use the boundaries for today, 212.79 as a potential sell area. I don't know about leaning on yesterday's low. If they don't like the report, I think you could easily get through today's low at 197.32 and maybe get a look at 183. But this stock already trades at a really high PE. We talked about that. Really going to have to blow it away. Little momentum, almost kicking in here in the final 10 minutes. We have just made a new intraday high, busting into the 30.70 handle. Now have our eyes set on that pre-market high of 30.75 and a half. That's a little over 3 points away. 10 minutes to go in the session.
Joel, the chart of Slack today looks pretty similar to that of Zoom.
Yep, very similar stocks. Now I think that's earning in a couple days, right?
Thursday.
Didn't quite as get as high at the pre-market high. That was over $39. But you had profit taking right off the opening bell, 38.77 open, 38.90 high, and then they flushed it for a good $3, but still up $1.17 on the session. Not a new all-time high for this one, but nice run up. And we'll see. We'll see if it can sustain the stuff going into earnings.
Speaking of earnings run-ups here, did you see RH, Restoration Hardware?
No, I have not.
Because they're also due Thursday after the close, along with Slack. And
Holy
is that a new
mackerel.
all-time high? That must be.
It's
No,
getting,
it's close.
the stock came all the way back.
It's crazy.
256.27
It's
was your
crazy.
high in February.
You can't take your eyes off these charts for a day. Don't do it.
It went to 73.14, and now it's up over 300% from that.
That makes total sense, right?
I don't know what to say. I'm in shock. I just might have to pass out here. I don't know. But are you seeing anything on that little blast there? That was a pretty good spurt there. Did we get some more news? Any China news or anything? Because that was
Just now?
yeah. Well, we just went from like 66, 67, just
No.
spiked up to 73.
I see a buying balance, but
Okay,
yeah,
that was probably it. People probably
could be.
probably that might have been it heading into the close here. So we are now almost guaranteed to post a new high close for the rebound, and
Yeah.
it's going to be by a large margin.
So RH blasted off today. Wayfair, as someone William Lane, the YouTube chat pointing out, blasted off today as well.
I think they got a little. Our buddy Craig Johnson was on CNBC today. We didn't want him on again, so he went on CNBC, and he talked about that stock. And
Wayfair.
Yep.
Yeah. Well,
And
it's good here.
Kramer liked it, and wow, boy, that little sell-off and
These
few
moves
days,
are man.
that RH move, boy, I'm glad I didn't have that on my screen. I probably would have been shorting that thing the whole way up. That's unbelievable.
Didn't you listen to the show? You can't short anything. Shorting might as well be illegal in this market. You can't do it.
Boy, oh boy, wow. So what else? What else do we have to look at that we covered this morning? Lululemon. Did we talk about the downgrade? Nothing but buying opportunity on that one. Sold off now, $10 off its low. I just tell you, these retailers, are they thinking that everyone's just going to come out of quarantine and rush to the mall and buy? Well, Lululemon's not all mall based, but
No.
boy, oh boy, that Restoration Hardware move, unbelievable.
He's still
I'm
in shock.
still shocking it, man.
Shock. Hey, that's what happens.
All right, we're asking about Navistar earnings here from a new listener in the YouTube chat, and not sure. I mean, all I can say is I hope it pulls a Tractor Supply, right? Did you see what that Tractor Supply did?
I actually did see that. Yeah.
Now, I don't know if it's going to. Chart's definitely looking a little bit different. But if this catches a good number, plenty of room for some upside in this one. I would want to make sure, though, before I got too excited on the upside, that it takes out 27.26. That's still $4 away. So sold it off in the earnings. If you're looking for support on a decline, boy, oh boy, we've come down pretty hard here. It looks like people are a little nervous going into this report. If you're looking for support to hold, not much on the dailies. 22.18 I see is your May 15th low, but no guarantee that they're going to be able to replicate what Tractor Supply did. I guess they're not exactly the same kind of company either.
Yeah, TSCO was at a new all-time high today, and then Lowe's also hit a new all-time high, I believe. PayPal also new all-time high today. So
why not?
Hey, listen, someone in the chat, I don't remember who. Let's see if I can find it. Oh, Aramis chiming in. Too late to jump in on Jason's DOOO. This is not investment advice, but if we've learned nothing over the last month, it is never too late to jump in. So I don't know what to say.
Nice rally in this one. New high for the rebound. Let's see if you can figure a retracement here off that February high.
Wait, in DOO?
Yeah, let's call it 57. How low did it get? It got to 13. 57 minus 13.44. Add 22. It's through that. I don't know. Maybe Not much on the daily charts. I see 39.77 as your March 5th high. Then it opens up to 41.17. So did we get to 39.77 yet? Nope. That could be a nice little target for today.
All right, 3:56 here, about 3 minutes and change left in today. What about Shopify? This one, I was surprised when I pulled this one up a couple hours ago. It really didn't go.
It had a good day. I mean, it's just
but it really didn't go like I thought it was going to keep going.
had the consolidation after the retreat. Just 784.30. Not much up there. It's really hard to do good technicals on these $700, $800, $900 stocks. But nice move up. I don't see much in here. The day that it came off hard off that 840, that had an 844 high. The next day's high was only 757. So if you want to figure a little retracement, you went 200-point move. This one's easy. 840, 300-point move, actually. No, 100-point move. 844 to 744. So if you're looking at target, 794 is halfway back in the move. That's really the only thing I can give you as potential in Shopify. We're just ripping here into the close, taking out the intraday high. I saw Dennis tweet out, people want to be prepared for tonight's rally.
I guess so. Paul and Monica just noted they're buying Macy's up big today. Macy's up 10% just about. So they're buying everything here. Go figure. I don't know. Every day I take a look at the heat map and I try to get a feel for it, as Dennis has taught me and all of us, to get a feel for the relationships, right? And what is up and what is down, and how does that compare to yesterday and the day before that and the week before that. I am not really seeing any patterns as far as what is happening.
Well, there's a pattern, all right.
Well, the pattern is buy everything and close your eyes and point and buy, but I'm not really seeing any patterns.
Point, click, and buy. Yeah,
pretty much. Yeah.
Tech was a little bit red this morning, but that rebounded. All the big guns are in the green here. Microsoft, Apple, Amazon, Google, and Facebook. And I don't know if I talked about this on the morning show at all, but on the daily charts, I mean, we got a clear path up to 3,100 here. 3,102 was your March 5th high as we started to come in off that all-time high going into that rocky March. So if you're basing your targets in the S&Ps on the daily numbers, nothing until 3102.50, and should have some play of fireworks after the close with those Zoom earnings.
Did you hear that?
What was that?
That was the first Zoom glitch we've ever had in 2 years of using Zoom. That was unbelievable.
What happened?
I didn't do anything. That was the first software glitch related to audio that we've had. That was funny. All right, wow. All right, I mean, we've had glitches on Zoom, but nothing really super major. That was the first real audio glitch we've ever had. We've been using Zoom for 2 years, so that was pretty fun. All right, 4 o'clock here. We are closed for the day. All in all, what's the
good day
tally here?
Yeah. Dow's up 267 points. S&P's improving on that high close to the rebound.
81.
Yeah, by over 20 handles here. So gonna be tough for them to jack them up overnight, but we will certainly see. Nothing on the dailies until just over 3,100.
We will see. All right, thanks for joining us, everyone. You can catch a replay of this show on YouTube. Please remember, all the information is meant for informational purposes only, not for investing or trading advice. We'll be back with you tomorrow morning. Everyone have a great rest of your Tuesday, and wherever you are, stay safe.